All right, so I haven't done one of these types of videos in a while. If you guys do like these sort of non-fitness mindset type videos, then let me know in the comments. But I wanted to talk today in this video about the idea of overcoming setbacks. So you have a certain goal that you're trying to get to. It might be fitness related or it might not be, and things are going smoothly and you're making progress on paper, and then something happens, some obstacle pops up, and maybe you regress a bit, you lose a bit of motivation, and you have a tough time getting back on track. So how do you deal with that? How do you overcome that? Now, you could basically write a novel about this topic, but I'm just going to give you one perspective that I've always had that's helped me a lot with fitness, with business, and just with other general life stuff. And that mindset is to recognize that there ultimately is no such thing as a setback in the first place. Because to think of it in the traditional way of it being a setback, that assumes that success toward a certain goal is supposed to be linear, which it basically never is, at least if you're talking about bigger life goals. So things like going from skinny or overweight to being in great shape, or going from zero to having a successful business, or even being really shy and introverted to having an awesome social and dating life. None of these things happen linearly. You'll constantly be taking a few steps forward and a few steps back, and all kinds of difficulties are going to pop up along the way. That's just how it works for everyone. It's inevitable. And you see these people that have success in a certain area or in multiple areas, and all you see is the end product. And then you assume that this person is just some kind of special breed and it was just smooth sailing for them the whole way. But you really have no idea about all the behind the scenes shit that that person probably went through to get to where they are. And so when those setbacks happen to you, and maybe you feel down and you lose motivation, you just start to think, well, I guess I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I don't have what it takes, without realizing that everyone goes through that. The only difference is how you frame it in your mind. So the way to overcome setbacks, at least the way that I have done it, is that before you start working towards something, you already acknowledge in advance that your progress toward that thing is not going to be linear. There will be these apparent setbacks along the way, and there will be times when things get really hard. This is completely normal. So if you understand that before you start, then when those things that look like setbacks show up, you won't see it as meaning that something is wrong. I mean, yeah, take the feedback that you get from it and see how you might need to adjust your approach moving forward, but you won't interpret it as meaning that your journey is somehow flawed or that everybody else is just sailing toward their goals while you struggle. Obstacles and setbacks are the normal course. And if you recognize that that's the normal course, then assuming that your overall motivation toward this goal is strong enough in the big picture, then when they happen, it won't really faze you. You'll just see it as being a normal part of the process. You'll just stay calm, you'll stay focused, and you'll just continue forward. You'll take whatever information, whatever lesson that period of difficulty gives you, because interestingly enough, that's usually where you will learn the most, and you'll just use it and keep pressing on. And actually, you won't even look at setbacks as being a form of regression, because you'll know that it's all just part of the one single process. So as long as you are continuing to move forward in an intelligent way, and you're putting in the hard work, and you're just adjusting based on the feedback that you're getting, then every single thing that happens throughout your journey is ultimately progress. Even things that on paper look like regression, they're still a form of progress, because again, they're an inevitable part of the process, and as long as you keep going, then you're still ultimately progressing toward your goal. And by having that attitude, I can honestly say that things that would normally look like setbacks really don't bother me. I don't lose enthusiasm, I don't question myself, I never consider quitting, because I already know that it's what I signed up for way back when I first got started. I didn't expect perfection. I expected it to be a mess, even a disaster at certain times. And it has been. Everything that I've worked towards in every area of my life has been a complete mess at times. But, I just keep going. And every time that you just keep going, it's going to reinforce that pattern in your mind that when difficulty shows up, I keep going, and that will make it even more likely that you'll continue on that way, and it will spill over into other areas of your life as well. And on the other hand, if a setback does show up and you just crumble and give up, that's also going to reinforce that pattern in your head, and it's also going to affect other areas of your life. So bottom line, it's simple advice, but if you just accept beforehand that the journey is going to be up and down and that it's going to be really challenging at times, then there's no real question of having to overcome setbacks in the first place, because you'll already be prepared for it and you'll understand that they're just one part of the one single path toward your goal. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found this helpful. The official website is SeanNal.com. You can follow me on social media here. Links are in the description. And make sure to leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe to stay up to date. See you in the next one. All right, so I haven't done one of the... Don't interpret that setback as meaning that your journey is somehow flawed or that everybody else is just sailing toward their goals. Even things that on paper look like regression are still a form of progress, because again, they're an inevitable... then there's no real question of having to overcome setbacks in the first place. You'll already be prepared. Make sure to leave a comment and subscribe and like the video and fucking